to multiply this correctly, you have to, there's two multiplication problems in here. So do the first two first, the first two factors. Multiply the first two factors first, and then when you finish with that, throw this guy in there and multiply your answer times that. Make sure you don't make a mistake right there. So if I do this, I would set it up like this. 3x minus 1, that's our first term, our first factor. Then we have 3x minus 1 again. So let's fill it in. We have 9x squared, because that's 3 times 3, which is 9. And then if we go x times x, we get x squared. 3x times negative 1 will be negative 3x. Then we have negative 1 times 3. It's the same thing, but a different order. Okay, and then we have negative 1 times negative 1. Make sure you guys have a positive 1 right there. Negative times negative is a positive. A few people, dang, that was a big one. A few people messed that up in one of my classes. And so if I add that up, let's see, that's going to be 9x squared. And these guys right here, they get added up because they have the same term. You see the x, they're both x terms. And so that makes negative 6x, and then the last one is 1. So if I wrote out my answer so far, I have 9x squared minus 6x plus 1. But don't forget, we got to do this guy also. So that's 3x minus 1. Once we do that, once we multiply those two, we got it done. So do another table to help us organize our work. I need a 3 by 2. So if I throw my numbers in here, I have 9x to the second minus 6x plus 1. 3x minus 1. And then I do my multiplication. Alright, so Marco, what do we get here? What is 9x squared times 3x? Do the numbers. Yeah, 27x to the what? Yeah, x cubed. And so we have, next is 9x squared times negative 1, which gives us what, Brandon?
Negative 9x squared.
Yup, negative 9x squared. Now we have negative 6x times 3x. Giselle. A. Yeah.
Negative 18.
Negative 18x. X.
Squared.
Yes, squared. Okay, then we have negative 6x times negative 1. That will be positive 6x. Then we have 3x, and then we have negative 1. So, adding these guys up, this guy doesn't get added to anybody. He's all alone. But then we have these x squared terms. We have to add those together. All right, so Stephanie, what is this plus this? Still working on it? All right, cool. Now, I'm going to help you out right here because I want to hear it from you. These are both x squared terms, okay? So, because they're both the same, we get to add them together. We can combine them. We get to simplify our answer. So, Stephanie, if I have negative 18x squareds right there and negative 9x squareds right there, how many total x squareds do I have? Yeah. Negative 27x squared. Alright, the signs are the same, so we keep it, and we add them together, so it's negative 18 plus 9 is 27, and x squared. Notice the squared. It stays x squared. We don't change that, because we're just adding the terms together. Okay, then we have the x terms right here. We have 3x terms right there, 6x terms right there. Jacob, what do we get when you add those? No, this guy plus this guy. 9x. And then we have our negative 1 right there. So we have 27x to the third minus 27x squared plus 9x, just going around the bend right there. And then we get our answer. All right, questions. Question for you guys. I want to know how many of you guys got this right the first time. You could have gotten a little bit of help from your neighbor. That's cool. How many of you guys got this right the first time? Raise your hand. Let me count. If only 10 of you guys got this right, then that means, there's another 26, 27 of you guys that did not get it right. I need to hear what your mistake was, because identifying your mistake is very important. Go ahead, Rain.
Getting mixed up.
So your common mistake was mixing up like when you're multiplying the terms and when you're adding them, right? When they're on the outside, we're multiplying, like 3x times 3x, you multiply, get the inside. But when they're inside, we're adding at the diagonals, which are like terms. Then you're adding, but you're only adding the big numbers in front. So you're not doing anything with the exponents. You only do stuff with the exponents when you multiply. I saw another hand up. So you just messed up on this part right here. You accidentally put a plus sign instead of, all right, very good. Is that because you saw a negative negative and so you thought it was positive?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember, that's only for multiplication, not for adding. All right, I'll take one more mistake. Anybody? Anybody want to share it? When you vocalize your mistakes, you learn from them more, better. Anybody? Anybody? You said more, better. All right, very good. We'll move on then.